Hello, this is John Vince Fisher. Look at this. Look at this old beast. Oh boy. I hope I can get it apart. If I can't, you'll never see this video. It's kind of how these things go. Yeah, it's a D.A.M. I'm sorry. Didn't give you a good prelude there. It's a D.A.M. Quick 440. It's had the handle switched over to the right. I'm going to switch it the other way. Most people use spinning gear. You crank over here on the left. So this drag system is, I don't know why D.A.M. did this. Damn the damn guys. Damn them. But they put this keeper in here that is almost impossible to get out without destroying, and the drag is up under that. Oh lordy. I haven't been able to find these retainers locally, so I may have to leave well enough alone on that, because if I try to take it apart, it's going to break it. I don't think there's any fiber washers in there. I think they're all, see, it won't come out. I don't even think you can turn it sideways enough to get them out. It really sucks they made that like that. It's like they never expected this reel to ever be, ouch, ever be serviced. Yeah, it's rusted too. It really could use some servicing, but I'm not gonna be able to do it. I'm not gonna destroy the spool. Just to, what point would it be to destroy it at that point, So, man, somebody has boogered up them screws. Oh my goodness. Wrong screwdriver, fool. Wrong screwdriver. I don't think this one will get it. I almost said a bad word. The diesel mechanic in me almost came out just then. Nothing like going behind another tech who didn't know what the hell they were doing. This was probably the owner of the reel. I wouldn't say this was a shop ever. I may not get this reel apart. Yeah, those screws are stuck. Oh my gosh. I swear. You can't take this reel anywhere near apart without getting these screws out. That's just the way it is. I got one. I may have some more better screws in my box. If I do, I'll put them in there so the next guy doesn't have to go through this. If not, I don't know what I'll do with them. But maybe put some grease on them. This isn't a problem. This is exactly how you do a precision screwdriver right here. This is what you do with a Harbor Freight precision screwdriver. It's not made for this, folks. I'm probably going to break the screwdriver. I love the screwdriver. I got it. That's tough. That's a tough screwdriver for a piece of junk. Tool? Well, I shouldn't say piece of junk, because I'll use a lot of Harbor Freight tools. It came loose. Come on now. There we I got a whole box of D.A.M reels up there in parts. I'll probably have a frame and everything for this reel. I mean, the other trick is to grind the top of the screws off and then just put new screws in it. Because once it comes out, you can take the screws out of this cover. All right, let's see if number 3 will come out. Wow, this is a first on any fishing reel. I've never had to do this before. I got it. Man, I'll tell you what, it didn't even put a twist in that thing. Look. I've got a snap-on screwdriver that I put a twist in by hand. Snap-on. Big S. This, I put a wrench on, couldn't bend it. That's a testament right there. Snap-on, you need to do better. All right, I got the cover off, full of grease, as usual. Now, you can't take this out of here yet, so just leave that one screw in there. You see that snap ring right there? That's got to come out. That's what I keep this old Craftsman around for. It's too beat up to be used as a screwdriver, so it's a pry bar. We fixed that a long time ago. That screwdriver is probably 25 years old or more. Now you can slide. Well, now you should be able to slide. What the devil? It's stuck. That should come off of there. It will come off of there. There. Now to switch sides with this thing, it's really pretty simple. We'll go ahead and take the cross wind off. There's a little bitty screw in that. We'll show you the whole thing about how to switch one of these D.A.Ms here in just a little bit, but you take this arm and you move it from here to over here. So I'll go ahead and do it. It's pretty simple. That's about all you really have to do to change this reel around. There may be one or two other things. We'll look at those in a minute. Yeah, I'm trying to wind up. By the time this video comes out, I'll be recovering from surgery. Hopefully getting ready to go back to work to make some money because I have not made a dime being off work. I have short-term disability, but they're not paying. So if you have MetLife short-term disability, cancel it and go with somebody else. They don't care about you. That I can assure you. So we're going to come back to this, okay? I'll set that right there. Ugh, dropped it right in that grease. God. This will get cleaned up. You can take this apart. Actually, this is supposed to, this will slide. It helps if you push the button. And this will slide off of there. Look at the grease. Isn't it nasty? Damn, I look like I worked on something today. That's a fishing reel. Other than those screws, so far we're good on this reel. There's two ways to go about this. And you really need to take this apart. You can knock this pin out, or you can knock that pin out. See down in there, that little pin? Yeah, we're going to take this one out. I don't like to beat and bang on my thing here, but I don't really have a choice. Hope I don't wake anybody up. It's early. Me down here doing what I do, making racket. You don't have to take that all the way out. You just got to get it out far enough to get the handle apart. See here? Leave it just like that. We'll get the block out of the way. That is a bench block to build AR lowers on. So I believe it was that went up inside. This washer was outside of that. And then you got a snap ring, because these things are built like a freaking tank. They're made for battle. There's another washer that goes up in there. This comes out, and you can clean this anti-reverse really well. You see that anti-reverse flips either way. That's so when you switch sides of the reel with the handle, you'll only flip it middle to this way or flip it middle to that way. But they just made it where you could put it on either side of the reel. So those damn quick guys, they're pretty good. Look at all the sand. This thing was used on the beach. It's going to be a fight, probably. It's probably a 12 millimeter, if I had to guess, which I think I've already got on my wrench. Yeah. The problem's going to be out here. I'm probably going to end up breaking something off. I may have another bail. Look at all that sand, folks. She's nasty. Look at the sand. I'm going to change the sheets here. Let's change the sheets on the bed. Had a wavy washer over top of the key. We'll come back to this. Oh my gosh. Got snap ring in here. I use these little Craftsman snap ring pliers a lot. You can switch them from inside to outside. These are 38079. Northwest Hardware has them, or any Ace Hardware would have them. If they don't have them in stock, they can probably order them for you. Any Northern tool, well, that came out really easy. Interesting. Any Northern tool will have a set of snap ring pliers that will fit. You've got a wavy washer and a solid brass washer, and then your bearing. Bearing is it's not bad. I'm going to try to press this bearing off of here so I can clean it a little better. We'll see if we can do it like this. Maybe. Oh. She's in there. I'm going to hold it in my hand so I don't make so much racket. It's hitting on something that makes racket. There it comes out. That was a lot quieter, wasn't it? I'm trying not to wake anybody up in the house. I'm an early riser. And so there, the bearing's out. It's in good shape. I think it's good. I'm surprised it's good, but I think it's good. Well, we're moving right along, ain't we? Okay, this is where I'm getting nervous. This nut right here. Let's give it some help. I noticed the other day when I went to use this, it stopped up or something. There it goes. Yeah, I'm worried about getting these things apart. I'm not going to take this out, but I'm definitely going to take this apart. Let's just see. It's liable to break the whole bell. Ooh. Did it come loose or did it break it? Wow, it came loose. She's rusty. That was Kroll oil. That red oil is Kroll. Good stuff. Got a whole can of it somewhere. Hold on a second. I'll show you what it looks like. It's not cheap, folks. It's not cheap oil. Probably works better than anything I've ever used. Kano Kroll. The oil that creeps. Loosens frozen metal parts. It's good stuff. It's just like $20 for that right there, but that'll last you a lifetime. That's old. You can tell by the labeling. It's old. And they have it in aerosol. Aerocroll. This one's getting low. Okay. All right. We got to knock that out of there. Now, will the line roller come off? Oh, look at that. We are 2 screws away from fixing this thing. And they're not easy screws, but I have a plan. These pin wrenches, they fit these perfectly. Without, well, it still marred it up. Shoot. That wasn't the plan. All right, we'll have to go with something a little bit heavier duty than that. They usually break these things loose pretty good. Oh my gosh, this is going to be tough. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to stop the video and I'm going to go clamp this in the vise where I can really get a grip on that and it not slip in my hands. Be right back. Oh, it was fun. It was, you know, y'all missed all of it. Yeah, y'all missed it, but I got it out of there. I got that booger out. I found 2 more. They're a little bit different size, but they'll fit the reel. See, they go in. These came off of a 440N and not a 440, just plain 440. There's a little difference in them, but well, there's a whole lot of difference in them. This is a better reel than the N's. So now my blood pressure's coming back down after all that BS. I'm going to clean all this up. I'm going to change the sheets. I did not have any of these screws, so we're going to just make these work. There's just nothing else I could do with this. We'll clean them, and that'll help. That'll help me get a screwdriver in there a little bit better. But there's nothing I could do with them. I have a 440 for parts that I'd already robbed the screws out of. Apparently, it's a problem with these reels that I've run into before. So, I'm just getting the butterflies out. There's just not much you can do. I'll take a thin file. I should have something here. That'll go up in there. Oh, something really thin. Will that go in and fix the groove like this? Kind of sharpen the groove back up in it. It's almost getting down there too. Oh, that's rounded. That's not good. I didn't want that. Dang it. I thought I had a flat file in my hands. Yeah, there we go. That's the one I need right there. We're just going to have to open the groove up. So that the next guy can get a regular screwdriver in there. It won't be pretty, but it'll be functional. That's what we look for in the reels when we get done, is that it functions. It lives on to fish another day. if you want this reel for a shelf piece, it's probably not the right one. I can't believe I got that. Those two screws, they were really stuck. I used this wrench, the very corner right there, and my adjustable. You can see how thin I got it right there. It was to break them loose. Well, the other one I had to use a pair of channel locks, or no, I'm sorry, vice grips. Actual vice grip brand vice grips that were brand new, so the teeth were real crisp on them. They did the trick. They did a real good trick on it. All right, folks, we'll clean it up. We'll be back with what will end up being part 3 to this reel. Well, it's all cleaned up. This is a D.A.M Quick 440. This reel, I don't know how it operated. If you ever had a question as to whether a D.A.M reel was made to operate in salt water, I can tell you that answer is yes. This reel, it's still crunchy. It's just got sand everywhere in it. And I'm going to try my best to get it all out. Yeah, there's only so much I can do, but it was full. I took probably, if I had to guess, I probably took a spoonful of sand out of the gearbox. Still a lot of dirt up in it. We'll put some grease in there and help that out a little bit. Probably one of the dirtiest reels I've ever done as far as sand. I mean, just the sheer amount of sand in it. But like I said, I couldn't get those drag washers apart, but I was able to clean all the rest of the stuff up. I'm gonna give it a little oil soak here. I usually do that before I come back to the camera. Yeah, it was just dirty. This reel has, I just love to hear the stories, man. I would love to hear the owner of this reel and the fish he caught on the surf. I'd love to know which beach he was at. I don't know how much surf fishing they do over on the West Coast. I feel like this was a West Coast reel. And like I said, I just don't know how much surf fishing they do out there. But somebody really liked this reel because it got well used. So where do I start with it? Okay, so I got the screws out. Golly, that's full of sand. This is what I'm talking about. It's just, these weren't sandy. They were in the same parch tray as the other stuff that was sandy. It came out of this reel, and look how much sand it gathered just being in a parch tray with it. It's incredible. I don't know how the reel was operating. The 3 reels that I got out of this group were very sandy. And wow. Let's just start with something simple. We'll put the spool assembly back together. These are the spacers that get your line coning under control. We'll give that a little bit of pin oil right there, and then up in the release. We'll give the clicker a little bit there. And we'll give the knob a little bit of grease. That gets a bunch of parts out of the way, doesn't it? I have no idea how the drag's going to be on this reel. I couldn't get it apart to fix it, but that looks a lot better, doesn't it? Let's build the handle assembly. I don't normally put grease on the anti-reverse. I'm going to use oil on this shaft. And it will go in just like that. Get a little more oil. And it gets this washer, a shim basically, and then this snap ring. All my tools are stirred up. This has been a project. But the good news is, gosh, I hope I don't make this thing fly here. I can probably get that one in the store. That's a pretty good size snap ring. This won't go inside of there, so it has to go on the outside of this, right? We'll put a little bit of grease on there. I found a whole nother handle assembly, the whole thing for my 440, but chose to use the original here. And then this will go back on here. The chrome is in really bad shape. Yeah, can't do nothing about that. But, I mean, I could, but is it worth it? Still got a lot of sand up in God, dog. That's crazy. This thing has been through 2 different parts washers, and the sand is still hanging on. Some of it's just flat out corrosion, you know. We'll put that right there and then try to get it lined up. Yeah, you got to kind of get it out a little bit and then find its hole there. Now that ain't it. Oh, man, this makes so much racket when you hit them on a table. That's not in place. That's nowhere near it. There it goes. Yeah. See, I can hit it off the table. It doesn't make much noise, and I don't wake nobody up. All right. This has been a noisy project, hasn't it? A little more oil up in here on the paddle. That paddle is removable. I did not take it off. That oil will soak through there. That part is good. I do have to. The bearing, I got all the sand out of it, and we're gonna put a synthetic grease in that bearing. We're packing the bearing just like you would a wheel bearing on a car, because these are almost the size of a wheel bearing on a car. I've seen trailers not have bearings much bigger than this on them. And you keep pushing it on there till it pops through the other side. See how it's coming through? This is how you pack a bearing, whether it be a fishing reel or a car. When you see it start coming through like that, you're good. We'll get that grease off of there in just a second. The sad thing about it is you have to use more grease than what you need when you pack a bearing, but it's okay. It's life. This needs to go back down on here. I'm going to do it by hand. so I don't make a bunch of racket. I should have a small socket over here. I want to push on the inside of that. And why do you want to push on the inside of that? Because if you push on the outside, you'll flatten the bearing. So I'm going to hold that on there like that. It may not go on as easy as I think it's going to. Came off a lot easier, didn't it? It's going. Try not to make a bunch. Normally I would just put it on a bench and just drive it. I also have a press. Feels good on the hand. You know, it's nothing like driving holes in your hands like a hole puncher going through you. But I'm trying to be respectful to those sleeping. There's some young adults, or a young adult in the house likes to sleep late. It's all good. It is all good. I might put something underneath that on my hand. Starting to hurt now. There we go. Now I can really hit it. It's almost home. When it hits the bottom, you'll hear the pitch change. I'm going to go to a bigger hammer. Oh, well, all else fails, get a bigger hammer. I can't get a good drive on it. Yeah. I need something to put right there in the palm of my hand. That's pretty stout. Well, just endure the pain, John. Just endure the pain. Maybe a better socket. This socket's kind of getting on my nerves anyway. This one here might. Oh, look at that. And then I could do like this. Oh, see, you just gotta be smart sometimes. You hear the pitch change? It's on there. There we go. That was good. Okay, back on track. We're going to put it in here. Like I said, I always put a little bit of grease. I think I've said this in a couple of videos. And it may need to go. No, it's all the way down. The bearing's the same. Okay. Well, it took this shield, and then it had a wavy in there. And then it gets snap ring. Once again, we go with the Craftsman snap ring pliers. You're going to get it in there and kind of get it hooked. You're not going to be able to drive it all the way. So what you got to do, just put a socket on it. Get your hammer again. Give it a pop and it'll seat itself. Okay. There's that. I think we're through beating and banging. Let's put this together. So the bail arm, I swear it's still got sand up in it. Every time I look at it, I see more sand. Yep, just a little bit, but it only takes 1 grain of sand to ruin a day. All right, we'll get this, pack that spring pocket full of grease. The spring moves, it moves in there. And this will just kind of sit on here. Easiest bail spring in the world to set. We'll put some grease in there. Both these screws should be the same. Like I said, they were out of a whole nother reel, another model, but it was a D.A.M, so they should be fine. They're actually going to probably look pretty good on here. A real D.A.M expert, who's D.A.M experts, you know how they are. They would be able to tell that's not the right screw for that. That's okay. D.A.M them, you know. We'll get some grease down in that. And you can use this, just sit it right on that peg. That's your release. And put this screw in. So we're about done here. So when it comes around, it pulls us down and trips the bail. So we're going to put it back into the trip position, and I think this goes around like this. Yeah. All right, so we're going to get some oil, put on there, and put the line roller on. Really surprised that line roller wasn't frozen. We'll put that in there. Have I got this right? Oh yeah, I think. No. What did I do here? I got something wrong. That's the lock. There we go. I had the bail spring set in the wrong place. Okay, there we go. That's the way it's supposed to be. You got this little lock washer. We'll give that just a little bit of grease, because luckily that wasn't stuck. Tighten that down. And so when your bail comes around, it'll flip it too far. Why did it do that? That's not right. Oh, I see what happened. I kept it down. It went too far. This is the travel location. You pull it down. It's all good, folks. I'm only mildly mentally challenged. Just ignore it. Just ignore it. Let's just say it comes through and it'll flip around to right there. That's perfect. It gets this washer in there and that washer. We'll put them in here. Let's get some grease on that. I really can't believe this reel it's a little stiff. I think I can break it in. I'm not sure why I did that, but I'm pretty sure that went out there. Doesn't really fit anywhere else, does it? This is all your internal parts. That's already together. Maybe it went, let's put this in. Maybe it went down in there and then this went on top of it. That's what I'm thinking. There. We'll tighten that down. And I used a socket for that. This is an old ratchet my dad had on the farm. It's a no-name, probably Kmart. That probably loosened it up. It did. I don't think the bearing was set all the way. All right, we'll grease this up good. And grease this up good. See the size of these bearings? I mean, these gears in this thing? I'm telling you what, man. Those Germans, I think they make crappy cars, but they make damn good fishing reels. I wouldn't own a German car for nothing. But damn, they make some good fishing reels. Damn those damn guys. I always put the clicker to the bottom, so it's going to go in like this. Okay. And we'll figure all the rest of it out in a second, but you got to get one of these washers on there. And I reverse this around so we can take the handle to this side and put it in like this. And this little clip goes in there. It's not really E-clip, it's a C-clip. And if you want to split frog hairs, that's a C-clip. And make sure that gets on there all the way, because sometimes they don't. There we go. See how it clipped that one last extra step? And then you got your shaft. We'll oil it up. It probably could have used a little polishing, but you know, it's okay. You put that in till you line that hole up. And you got this pin that goes in there. And you can move this around. That pin will usually find its way in there. I think that's it. I use this screwdriver. Yes. It's in the threads. And see now, of course I don't have the bolts going through it, and it's not going to operate right because I don't have the bolts going through it. So let's put it together right. I only need one bolt right now, or one screw. It'll go through. Your cover will go on. And I've cleaned up that medallion. It'll go on like this. And get that screw started. And you can put your last two screws in. And I got the flipping handle right in the way. Okay. That was smooth. All right. This thing had, my screwdrivers have got sand on. This has been crazy. I've never seen this much sand on a reel. This thing was operating fine with sand all up in it, all on it. If there's not a testament to how well a damn quick reel is made, I don't know what else is. So this is not lined up. We'll take that off. Get this lined up. We'll take this, put it in there. All right, let's wipe it off. I just can't believe it turned out as good as it did. I really thought this reel, when I opened it up and saw how corroded it was, I thought there's no way I'm going to get these screws out. But you see, when you turn it, that pops. That's normal. That's your anti-reverse. See, if you switched the reel to the other side, you could roll it and it would have anti-reverse going the other way. But we're on this side, so we're going with that. Oh, hit my own hand. Look at that. Let's see what the drag feels like. Oh yeah. You can lock it down. That's good. It's a quick release spool. You can carry a couple extra spools in your surf box or whatever. Well, that one's going to go to the sale because I've got a couple of these. She's in good shape, but with a little bit of rust. But I've got a couple that are in better shape than this one, and I don't need a bunch of these on the shelf. This is John, Vintage Fisherman. Hey, like the video if you enjoyed all the trials and tribulations of taking an old reel apart. And sorry you didn't get to see or hear, because it was not PG, me taking those screws out up on the end of the rotor. They were rusted. I mean, they were rusted bad. But the end result is a quality usable reel that you can't hurt it much more than it was already hurt cosmetically. The only thing about these reels is they're very fragile. This is an aluminum body, and these feet are really, really small, and they're thin, and they will break off. And I've had to replace a couple bodies. You can occasionally find a good frame body, whatever you want to call it, to fix one. If you've got one like that, don't give up on it. But you're going to pay probably more than what the reel's worth for that frame. You know, I'm just saying. But anyway, if you like the video, please like it. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm growing. I'm still growing. And take a kid fishing. Take a kid surf fishing. I mean, what more fun could that be? You're on the beach. Just find a stretch of beach all by yourself. There's always something out there biting. Usually should be. Catch you some sand fleas, you know. Throw you a couple lines out. Set you some rod holders up. You watch them. Let the kids go play. And when you see one of those rod tips, say, hey, Junior, come here. Go ahead and set the hook. Hand it over to the kid. He'll be hooked for life. I can guarantee you that. This is John, Vintage Fisherman. Talk to you later.